What is it now, peasant?
They want us to do a 4chan episode, Luke. We can't do that.
Porque?
Think of the backlash. I mean, do you remember the Pepe episode? The things they called me? I'll never be accepted as one of them. I mean, I can't even try and force properly. Absolutely disgraceful. Face it, Luke. It's too much of a Megalodon episode, too. I mean, look at all the memes that 4chan produced, and look how much they've committed to the internet, like, as a whole. As a whole, Luke. Let's face it. I'm a pleb. I'm a Chad. I'm a normie. I'm a normal fag. I'm a no fag. I even have, wait, look at this. I even have a fraternity paddle with a fraternity nickname.
And what is your nickname?
Why, it's Skooks! Why, Luke, I think you're right. I can do this. It's time I man up, Aru, and face through my problems. I can do this. Also, being called a normie isn't exactly the worst thing I've ever been called in my life. Let's do this.
Go get 'em, bitch.
4chan! Motherfucking 4chan! One of the greatest contributors to internet culture as a whole. Why, without 4chan, we wouldn't have lolcats, we wouldn't have Rick Rolling, and we wouldn't have glorious green text stories. But where did this all begin, you ask? Why, let's check our glorious internet textbooks and see where this all began. In 2003, Christopher Poole, aka Moot, decided that he was going to create his own forum website with blackjack and hookers. He loosely based the website around another popular Japanese forum website called Futiba Channel, also known as 2chan. In the Old Testaments of 4chan, the first boards out there were the A, B. You broke rule number 1 of the internet, scrublord! That only applies for raids, you dick! The first boards out there were the A, B, C, H, and the Y boards. Then in 2003, 4chan closed unexpectedly and for unknown reasons. And then reopened again in 2004 with more boards. Those boards were the K, O, and V boards respectively. The addition of more boards continued on until there was 63 boards in total. At that time, there was a little something for everyone at 4chan land, and it was all run by their once glorious, now fucking cook leader, Moodykins. Why, it's so grand and glorious, why don't we just stop by there now? Yep, that's a penis. The example memes I gave weren't even the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the memitude that 4chan has contributed. Catterday, Pedobear, Shoop-da-Whoop, the term fap, chocolate rain, boxy, and much, much more lie in the history of this grand old center of shit postings and top cats. They even made a video game where you could date the handicapped. We've even used music from that amazing heart-wrenching feely-feel game on here a few times. And they also even came up with a list of rules for the internet. And here are the most important rules out of them all. Rule number 1, don't talk about B. Rule number 2, do not talk about B. Yet again, this is mostly a raid sort of thing. Rule number 6, anonymous can be a horrible, senseless, uncaring monster. The users of 4chan are known as anonymous, since each user on the 4chan base is anonymous unless they type their name specifically into the... Rule number 14, don't argue with trolls, it means they win. Rule number 20, nothing is to be taken seriously. Rule number 30, there are no girls on the internet. It's a bit like the Little Rascals. And finally, the most popular rule of them all, rule number 34, if it exists, there is a porn of it. Though sometimes I do doubt that, because I have yet to see a porn of my crippling anxiety. Isn't 4chan one of the most wonderful places on earth? Another you laugh you lose thread? Haha, I LOL every time. Whoa, check it out, Anonymous got dubs. Look, we get to name another band. Can we call it the Whales because they're fat? That's so clever. Isn't 4chan just the meanest place to fuck right off? Hi, I'm non-tour guide Realistic Logan, and I'm generally here when this wizard in training fucks up a meme or a website or something or gives up the wrong general vibe. 4chan, it's an alright website, okay? I'm not saying it's the greatest website in the world, but it's pretty damn alright. And sure, we've come up with great memes before and we've done great things, like prove that even though you think you're anonymous, justice will be served, bitch. But bear in mind, 4chan is a fucking forum website. It's not some hyper-advanced meme base. If you come here from any other meme sharing website and think, oh, 4chan is where most of this stuff comes from, I better check it out for myself, prepare to be fucking disappointed. Now, I'm not saying that everyone that goes on 4chan is a neckbeard or anything like that, but I am saying that people that go there want to watch the world burn. That is the point of 4chan. People go on there and discuss things that typically the political correctness of the world would frown upon. No matter how disagreeable the opinion, people on 4chan will accept it. They'll call you a faggot first, but they'll accept you in the end, don't worry. One of the founders of Whitest Kids You Know, and even fucking Taylor Swift, both frequent 4chan often. So in all, in the fucking end, we are not meme titans. We are human beings, not some sort of meme generating boardroom / thread. Well, I think that was a good general overview of the 4chans. I mean, we didn't hit all major points and we didn't hit all major events, but you know what? We planted the seeds of curiosity in your young little minds so that you could go and explore for yourself. Why don't we visit a few boards ourselves? Let's start with the R9K board.
A few moments later.
Is that a man's rectum completely closed off with sewing pins? Yep. Gonna need 2 fucking guns for this one. Hey everyone, thanks for watching our video. We put a lot of time and effort into it and we're glad that you probably liked it. Be sure to like and comment down below and subscribe if you haven't already done so. That'd mean the world to us. Oh, and by the way, would you like to check out our other series? We've got our... Let's do this. This is how I make videos.